You are reading this now because a part of you is seeking clarity. Please approach these words as a quiet conversation with your own spirit, not a forecast. Hold what comforts you and release what does not. Your presence here is meaningful. Think of a recent moment where you felt a deep sense of calm or sudden knowing. That internal pause is your intuition speaking. It recognizes significance before your mind can explain it. This space is for that part of you. Beneath your everyday routines, a subtle change has been taking root. This inner shift can feel like emotional echoes, thoughts of a specific person that arrive gently but persistently, or a sense of longing that colors an ordinary day. These experiences are valid. They are signals from a deeper layer of your awareness, sensing a transformation ahead of visible evidence. A significant development is coming into focus regarding a profound bond in your life. Someone connected to you on a soul level has moved from silent feeling to spoken truth. They have acknowledged their feelings aloud to another. This act of vocalization is powerful. It transforms private emotion into acknowledged reality, altering the dynamic in a fundamental way. Their path to this honesty was not easy. They likely engaged in internal negotiation, attempting to reason away a connection that defied logic. Distractions were employed, and denial was tested. Yet, the bond persisted because its nature is core deep, not situational. It resonates with a part of them that recognizes a mirror in your spirit. Therefore, their admission was probably accompanied by vulnerability, not certainty. Expressions like, "This terrifies me," or "I've never felt this before," reveal depth, not hesitation. It is crucial to interpret this fear correctly. It often guards what is most precious. Their prior silence or apparent indifference was frequently a shield for the intensity of their own emotions, not a measure of their value for the connection. Integrating the insight, this shift represents a profound act of integrity. Their inner world is now aligning with their outer words. This creates a new, more authentic foundation. Your focus now is not on their journey, but on your own inner response. Does this reflection bring you a sense of peace, validation, or renewed hope? Your genuine emotional reaction is your truest guide. Allow this understanding to nurture a compassionate space within you as this new, more honest chapter begins to unfold. Their quiet was not peace. It was a weight. The space between you settled in their chest, a constant, dull ache. This wasn't a simple longing. It felt like a fundamental absence, as if a piece of their world, meant to be in place, was missing. Then, something shifted within them. A trigger, perhaps subtly fragment of a dream, a line from a song, an ordinary object that suddenly held your memory. In that moment, a crystal-clear understanding broke through. Continued silence was the greater risk. The pain of hiding the truth finally outweighed the fear of revealing it. So, they spoke. And that act of confession was more than a personal release, it was a spiritual catalyst. When a truth moves from the hidden heart into the spoken world, it generates real energy. It marks a pivotal turn where the soul chooses reality over the safety of fear. This emerging energy is likely why you're sensing internal changes. You may feel unexplained emotion, restlessness at night, or a sudden, vivid surge of their memory. This is your spirit picking up on the new frequency created by their honesty. The heart often perceives these soul-level movements long before any outward event confirms them. Understand, this is not a sudden change of character. This has been a gradual surrender. They wrestled with control, overthought every possibility, and built walls to avoid being vulnerable. To choose love is to choose humility and risk, which can be terrifying for someone accustomed to self-protection. Sometimes, a person retreats not from a lack of feeling, but from a deep-seated fear of mishandling something truly sacred. Now, a conscious regret is taking root. Not a punitive guilt, but a clarifying only a recognition of mishandled moments, unnecessary delays, and opportunities pushed away. This regret is transformative. It is changing them. Their thoughts now return to the essence of who you are. They are reflecting beyond surface attributes, drawn instead to your authentic presence, your innate kindness, your quiet strength, the genuine calm you carry. They value the way you remain soft despite past hurt, and how your energy feels like a safe harbor. In seeking to explain it, they might say, "There's something about them I can't name." That something is recognition. Signs echo for them, too. Vivid dreams, meaningful coincidences, a thought of you that repeats like a gentle mantra. This is the unmistakable signature of a heart that is authentically engaged. It continually circles back to what it truly values. They are in a state of preparation. You are in their prayers, their unsent letters, and the conversations they rehearse in their mind. They are gathering courage. This signifies a person who is finally letting the truth in, rather than locking it out. Your position in this is crucial, but it is not one of chasing or waiting in uncertainty. Your role is to cultivate your own clarity and inner stability. If this truth comes to you directly, you deserve to meet it from a place of grounded strength, not from confusion or old pain. It is natural to feel a blend of relief and apprehension. Relief, because your deepest intuitions are being validated. Apprehension, because you remember the sting of silence. Honor both feelings. They are your heart's honest map, guiding you toward what you need next. Hold this understanding close. A confession opens a door, but only consistent, honest action allows it to remain open. Words start the journey, but steps prove the direction. In this space, you have every right to hold hope in one hand and protect your heart with the other. You can forgive deeply while maintaining healthy boundaries. Loving someone does not require you to lose yourself. Please release any thought that you imagine this bond, that your feelings are foolish, or that your patience is weakness. You are seen, and your connection is remembered. If this person is meant to walk forward with you, truth will guide both of you toward clarity and healing. If the path leads elsewhere, that same truth will release you from uncertainty. In all cases, truth is the only path to lasting peace. So, take a gentle breath. Allow your heart to find its center. Let your emotions flow through you without resistance. You have carried the weight of unanswered questions long enough. Now, a real and spoken truth is in motion, and when truth is released, life cannot stay still. This shift in them is moving beyond mere emotion or temporary regret. This is repentance, a deeper turning point. It is them standing in raw honesty, admitting, "I was wrong. I did not handle this rightly. I failed to honor what was given to me." They are seeking help not just for relief, but for genuine change. That sincerity matters, for it invites a response that excuses never can. A heart that breaks open in honesty is not met with rejection. It is received, held with care, and gently reshaped. That kind of humility is never ignored. It becomes the very material for renewal. Understand this: their repentance has not been dismissed. Their tears and confession are being met with redemption. What was damaged is being restored. What looked like failure is becoming the foundation for something new, not because the past was perfect, but because truth has finally entered the story, and truth changes everything. You are not waiting in vain. You are not forgotten or falling behind. Often, a season of waiting is not a delay but a form of protection's sacred pause where you are held steady until both sides are ready to meet in health, not chaos. While it may feel like nothing is changing, you are being carefully positioned. Positioned for a moment, a conversation, or an encounter that alters your direction and answers questions you couldn't resolve alone. The truth they have held back is now traveling toward you. It will not stay hidden. It may arrive in a quiet message, an unexpected call, or an unplanned meeting. When it does, your spirit will recognize it immediately. You will look back on this season and understand the purpose in your prayers, your endurance, and every time you chose faith over fear. You will see why it could not have happened any sooner. Their return is not for comfort or nostalgia. They are not seeking something temporary or shallow. What they desire now is permanence, stability, a foundation to stand on without fear. They have already admitted, even if only to themselves or to God, that they want a future with you. Their eyes are opening to what was once invisible. This connection has deepened into something beyond fleeting romance. It's now about sacred responsibility, a covenant, not just chemistry. It's about spiritual alignment over temporary emotion. That is why everything feels different now. This isn't merely a return, it's a profound revelation. They are coming to understand that what they stepped away from was never ordinary. It was irreplaceable. They didn't leave because their love for you was lacking. They left because that very love revealed unhealed parts within themselves. It demanded a version of them they had not yet grown into. And when faced with that challenge, they chose retreat over rising. While this was unfolding, a deeper work was happening. God has been healing more than just the surface situation. He has been mending broken timelines, reshaping futures, and interrupting old cycles. He is restoring what fear blocked, what pride buried, and what delay tried to steal. This restoration was set into motion the very moment they chose to speak their truth aloud. Remember this: when truth is released, it creates momentum. It refuses to remain dormant, pressing on the conscience until action follows. Your purpose is not to chase, convince, or diminish yourself to be chosen. What is occurring now is a powerful recognition. They are awakening to your true worth, your lasting impact, and the divine purpose you served in their life. They see now that you were never an accident. You were placed. You were intentional. You were the instrument chosen to awaken something essential within their spirit. And in this awakening, there is a deep gratitude for your dignity, for your quiet prayers over loud reactions, for letting them face their own reflection. Those whispered prayers in your tired and tearful moments, every single one was heard. You are now approaching the harvest of what you planted in faith. Every restrained word, every choice to remain soft yet strong, every decision to trust over fear, fruit is emerging from that season. Proof is rising from the pain. They have already given voice to the core truth: their love never ended. Attempts to move on, to distract, to bury the feeling all failed, because what is real does not fade, it amplifies in the silence. Now they are prepared to face it. They are ready to speak the hidden fears, the insecurities of unworthiness, the confusion that led to poor choices. The admission forming is, I believed I could live without you, but my world lost its color. I have changed. I am no longer the person I was. This is the answer to your deepest prayers. You did not simply pray for their return, you prayed for their transformation. This is about meeting a healed version of what was once broken. Finally, know this: your expectations are not too great. Wanting honesty, consistency, and emotional safety is not a demand, it is the foundation of something healthy, mature, and lasting. You are not asking for too much. You are asking for what love, at its truest, requires. What's unfolding now involves a new level of transparency from them. Their words, when they come, will bring you a feeling of deep calm, not a storm of anxiety. Genuine honesty has this effect. You won't be left wondering what they truly mean. Their intent will be plain to you. All the silence, the time apart, the noise, none of it destroyed what was real between you. A bond that has a spiritual foundation doesn't fade in the quiet, it grows roots there. It becomes more resilient. That is the purpose of this stillness. It is not emptiness, it is a time of inner work and readiness. Your task is not to settle for less. It is to recognize change. Healing does not mean going backward. This will feel new. There will still be nerves, yes, but there is also a profound determination. They have felt the true cost of losing you, and they have no desire to pay it again. Their aim now is something solid, built with deliberate care and integrity. The choices they are making are different: openness over ego, understanding over escape, bravery over old fears. If there is a pause, see it as the quiet before a step forward, not a step back. When this shift finally arrives, it will feel light. It will feel like relief. That quiet sense of rightness is your signal, not a passing thrill, but a steady and quiet certainty. Hold your center, but not your breath. Be prepared from a place of strength, clarity, and quiet self-assurance. You deserve to be met in your wholeness, not in your hurt. Allow this truth to arrive. Let your inner peace be your compass. Let what returns find you restored. You were never waiting for a memory. You were waiting for a miracle.